You're watching Lose, Live, Learn, the show which brings you real-life strategies to help you live your healthiest life, free from guilt, shame, and dieting. I'm your host, Melanie Knights. Hey everybody, happy Monday and welcome to Lose, Live, Learn, episode number 1. I am super excited to get started with you today, and it feels truly fitting that in episode 1, I really share with you what Lose, Live, Learn means to me and how it represents my life. I'm also going to be sharing with you what a couple of my clients and community members said about these words and what they mean to them. So Lose, Live, Learn is something I started using in 2016. I started sharing this on social media, and I even have a free Facebook community, right? It's a free community of women who are truly trying to break through these weight loss, fat loss, mindset, fitness, health, food, all these barriers that have been put in place over the years. And it's an amazing community of women, but I don't think I've ever really shared why Lose, Live, Learn? Why? Why these words? What do they mean to me? And Lose, Live, Learn means so much to me beyond weight loss or fat loss. I'm kind of tired of the diet talk. I'm tired of the weight loss talk. I know that excess fat is detrimental to our health. I've heard it. I get it. I've been around the block a million times with this. But I want to talk more about what else we lose when we change our health, when we improve our health, when we change our lifestyle and start to make ourselves and our health a priority over other things. So Lose, Live, Learn. It basically is the way I live my life, right? I live the healthiest life possible. I recently made this joke that you can call me fat, but don't call me unhealthy, because as far as I'm concerned, I am the healthiest I have ever been. And in the last 7 years, since 2010, I've weighed 146 pounds and I've weighed 246 pounds. And right now, somewhere in the middle, I don't weigh myself, but somewhere in the middle, I am more than satisfied with my body, the way it looks, and my lifestyle. I feel the healthiest I ever have. Albeit a little bit tired, but that's what having a 3-year-old will do to you. So how has this happened? Well, because I believe that beyond any weight loss, beyond what the scale says, I have made major developments in my life. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I have been willing to open up. I've been willing to dig deep on the things that I've struggled with. I've learned. I have journaled. I have written in more notebooks than you would imagine. I have shared my story online. I've talked about the things that suddenly came to me in my sleep, things I suddenly remembered about being a child, these struggles, my weight loss issues, people who have talked shit about me. All these little things I have suddenly remembered, I have shared, and I have shared with a journal or with someone. I have opened up. Also, in the last few years, I have invested heavily in myself, something that I think feels very self-indulgent. And even when I first did it, I felt like, oh, what are people going to think of me? People are going to judge me. But I did it anyway, because I knew that if I didn't do it, the outcome was going to be way worse than if I did. Because ultimately, investing in myself meant that I believed that I was worth more than the story I've been telling myself for pretty much my whole life. I had been telling myself that I wasn't really worthy, that I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't good enough. I had so many stories that were holding me back, that were blocking me from being truly successful. And as I started to break these barriers down, as I started to break through and unblock these barriers, as I started to figure out who the heck I am, I was able to live a much healthier lifestyle because I was able to understand what is important to me. And this is where Lose, Live, Learn came about. For me, it's about living my life with vibrancy, about being the person I always knew I could be. It seems to me that we're being told on pretty much a daily basis that inside of us, if we are not a certain weight or an ideal weight, that we have just this thin person inside us waiting to break out, and that when this happens, our entire life will be different. Well, I tried that and it didn't really happen. Right? My life didn't change. I wasn't suddenly a different person. I just was a different size. And I've even seen that image of a statue, a stone statue, and it's a slim woman chipping away and breaking out of this overweight body just makes me feel really icky, because I don't believe that we all have these thin people inside of us trying to break free. What I believe is that we have these barriers, these struggles, these issues, for a better term, that we are scared to show up as ourselves. That somebody once told us that that isn't cool or good enough or worthy, and that we're not the attractive person, or we're not ideal, or we're not good enough. And that then plays out in our everyday life. That then affects our food, our movement, our priorities, and how we perceive our health. I don't buy it. I think that we don't all have this thin person inside of us trying to get out. I don't think our lives are going to be completely transformed if we're a certain size. I don't think that makes a difference. I believe that it is our perception of that situation that needs to adjust. It's our perception of any given situation that knocks our confidence, that knocks our self-worth. It's that dictates our choices. It's that decides whether we're going to invest in ourselves or whether we're going to carry on as is. Because often, even though we don't like our current situation, even if we don't like the position we currently are in, it's easier to stay where we are than possibly be victimized for being different. And lose, live, learn. These 3 words, they just come up time and time again for me in 2016. It was like, this is how I coach, because yeah, food's important. Yes, movement is important. But beyond that, we as individuals, we are important. If we do not take care of ourselves, then no one else will. It's no one else's job to like us. It's our own job. And I feel from my personal experiences and from the work I have done, we just don't really know who we are. And we don't like ourselves, and we don't have enough conversations about our struggles. We have so many conversations with ourselves, so much inner dialogue, but we never get it out. We never put it out there. We never share how we feel. We don't discuss it with people because we're scared of judgment. We're scared of not being this perfect ideal body image or this perfect ideal person. But really, perfection is in the eye of the beholder. Each of us have a different idea of what perfect looks like. And as far as I'm concerned, F perfect, right? I believe our imperfections are amazing. They make us who we are. If we were all the same, wouldn't it be so boring? It would. I wouldn't have pink hair. That would be kind of dull. But beyond how I fuel my body with food, how I move my body, Lose, Live, Learn is about being my healthiest version of myself. It's about letting go of the struggles, letting go of the shitty things that have happened in my life, letting go of those people that have maybe said something that has upset me at some point, letting go of all the negativity. It's about stressing less and living more. It's about letting go of the dieter's mindset and about being more of the woman that I know I can be. And that doesn't have a size. That doesn't have a certain weight or a certain label. It's just who I am. And so Lose, Live, Learn is really a community which is allowing women to show up as is, show up as their most authentic selves, and whilst they get to do that, uncovering the healthiest version of their life, uncovering the healthiest body, breaking down those barriers, the things they struggle with, why it is that they don't make food or movement a priority. That is the stuff that's important, and that is what Lose, Live, Learn is all about. So as I said, I have a free Facebook community called Lose, Live, Learn. I'm going to pop the link just here for you. Come over and join in the conversation. This group is amazing. When I first started it, I am an introvert, so I am somebody who doesn't really need to be around a lot of people. I don't need that group accountability. And so I was really scared to start a Facebook group, but oh my God, it's been the best fun. These women are so supportive. They have so much fun in this group. It has really created this community of zero judgment. You can open up, you can share your struggles, and everyone there is ready to give you a high five or a big hug when you need it. It's the most amazing group. So come over and join in the conversation and you will see what is going on. And we get into all things health. So we do cover meals and mindset and movement, but it's so much more than that. It really is the most amazing place. So I asked the ladies in the group to share with me what they thought of when I said lose, live, learn. And I was really interested to see whether anybody was like, weight loss, because I don't know, that's what I'm kind of known for. I'm known as a fat loss coach. And I was pleasantly surprised when that was not what they thought. So one of my ladies said, lose the traditional diet mindset. Live a fulfilling life not centered around food. Oh my God, I loved it. Learn how to listen to what my body really needs. I was so in love with that response. Another one said, lose the negative mindset that held me back for so long and kept me from truly thriving. Live a life that's happy and not hindered by the constant worry of dieting. Learn that I am good enough. Me, not everyone else's expectations of me, but me. I was so happy when I read those comments, and honestly, they just brought me to tears because I was like, this is why I do what I do. This is why I love that community, because it means so much more than weight loss, right? Yeah, they lose weight, but oh my God, it means so much more to them than that. And it means so much more to me. This show is going to share with you how you can really make progress beyond the scale. You will start to become mentally and physically strong. So each week I'm going to be bringing you my very best strategies, and I'm going to be interviewing a few of my favorite coaches so they can also bring you their healthy lifestyle tips. We're going to get into all things, as I said, meals, mindset, and movement. So that's it from me for this week. I'll see you next week for another episode of Lose, Live, Learn.